We will not accept. This is a Christian nation. People think that Christianity is in decline, that are not part of the churches. Let me tell you now, Christianity is on the rise.
Amen.
We see what is happening to our brothers and sisters around the country, and we see what is happening around the world.
As long as I'm breathing, I've got a reason to praise the Lord, oh my soul.
Everybody sing!
Praise the Lord, oh my soul.
I won't be quiet!
Christ is king! 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 Christ is king!
Across the United Kingdom and Australia, large groups of Christians have taken to the streets to declare UK is a Christian nation. Participants in these demonstrations often chant Christian hymns, wave placards proclaiming messages such as UK is a Christian nation and Christ is King.
Every religion has the right to be here. Every religion has the right to preach. Every religion has the right to argue here. What any religion doesn't have the right to do is attack anyone.
That's right.
And that's what we're here to support, to make sure that people understand. We give
Christ is king!
Christ is king! Christ is king! Christ is king! Christ is king! Christ is king!
And express their concerns about the treatment of Christians in contemporary society. The Christian presence in both the UK and Australia has deep historical roots. The UK, with its established Church of England, has long been considered a Christian nation, while Australia, though more secular in structure, has a substantial Christian population that contributes to its cultural identity. The recent demonstrations reflect a desire among many believers to reaffirm this identity in the face of growing secularism and multiculturalism.
One more time!
Praise the Lord, oh my soul.
I won't be quiet!
I won't be quiet, my God is alive. How can I keep it inside? Praise the Lord, oh my soul.
Participants in these marches articulate a common sentiment, that they feel marginalized in a society that is increasingly accommodating of other religions and belief systems. They argue that this shift has led to a systematic sidelining of Christian beliefs and practices. As they chant and march, their message is clear. They want to reclaim their space and remind society of the historical and cultural significance of Christianity in their nations. During these demonstrations, many individuals express their fears regarding the treatment of Christians both in the UK and abroad. They cite examples where they believe Christians have been persecuted for their beliefs, highlighting incidents.
He came, he died, he rose from the grave. He came, he died, he rose from the grave. He came, he died, he rose from the grave. He came, he died, he rose from the grave. He came, he died, he rose from the grave. He came, he died, he rose from the grave.
Where preachers have been arrested for sharing their faith publicly. The participants argue that such actions represent a broader trend of intolerance towards Christianity, which they believe is not only unjust, but also contrary to the values of freedom that these nations uphold. One of the most pressing concerns voiced by demonstrators is the perceived double standard applied to religious expressions. Many participants claim that while other religions are allowed to practice freely, Christians face restrictions that limit their ability to worship and express their beliefs publicly. They point to instances where events during significant Christian holidays like Easter have been banned or restricted, citing these as examples of a growing anti-Christian sentiment. The relationship between the government, law enforcement, and religious expression has become a focal point for many of these activists. They argue that the government has failed to protect their rights as Christians, accusing it of being complicit in the suppression of their faith. This perspective is particularly pronounced in discussions about policing and regulations surrounding public preaching and religious gatherings. Many participants claim that the police have been overly aggressive in their enforcement of laws that they believe are intended to maintain public order, but in practice disproportionately target Christian activities. The arrest of street preachers, they argue, is emblematic of a wider trend where Christians are treated as second-class citizens in their own country. The sentiment resonates with many who feel that their freedoms are being eroded in favour of a more secular agenda. In response to these feelings of marginalization, the demonstrations serve as a form of cultural pushback. By gathering in public spaces, chanting, and displaying messages of faith, participants aim to reclaim their cultural narrative. They assert that the UK and Australia are inherently Christian nations, and they refuse to allow this identity to be diluted or erased. This reclaiming of identity is not just about religious beliefs. It reflects a broader cultural phenomenon where individuals seek to assert their values and beliefs in a rapidly changing world. The marchers see themselves as defenders of a legacy that has shaped their nations, and they are determined to ensure that this legacy is recognized and respected. While these demonstrations have garnered significant support from many Christians, they have also sparked considerable controversy and debate. Critics argue that the insistence on labeling the UK and Australia as Christian nations ignores the multicultural realities of modern society. They contend that such declarations can foster division rather than unity, alienating individuals from diverse backgrounds who may feel excluded from the narrative being promoted. Moreover, the perception of persecution may not resonate with everyone. Many individuals from different faith backgrounds share their own experiences of navigating a society that is complex and multifaceted. They argue that promoting inclusivity and dialogue is essential for fostering harmony among diverse communities. The clash of perspectives highlights the challenges of balancing religious freedom with the principles of a pluralistic society. As the demonstrations continue, the need for open dialogue becomes increasingly evident. While it is crucial for Christians to express their beliefs and concerns, it is equally important to engage with those who hold different perspectives. Understanding the nuances of religious expression and the experiences of various communities can pave the way for greater empathy and cooperation. Dialogue can serve as a bridge between differing beliefs, allowing for constructive conversations that address concerns without fostering division. Engaging with the broader community can help dispel myths and misunderstandings, paving the way for a more inclusive society where all voices are heard and respected. The recent demonstrations in the UK and Australia are not merely about affirming a Christian identity. They reflect deeper societal tensions and questions about the role of religion in public life. As participants call for recognition of their faith and heritage, it is essential to reflect on the values that underpin these calls for action. What does it mean to be a Christian nation in a diverse world? How can societies honor their historical roots while embracing the rich tapestry of cultures and beliefs that exist today? These questions challenge individuals to consider the complexities of identity, faith, and belonging in an increasingly interconnected world. The demonstrations by Christians in the UK and Australia serve as a powerful reminder of the enduring significance of faith in shaping cultural identities. While they express legitimate concerns about the treatment of Christians, they also open up broader discussions about the nature of religious expression in contemporary society. As these conversations unfold, it is crucial to approach them with an open mind and a willingness to engage in dialogue. Ultimately, the goal should be to foster a society where individuals can express their beliefs freely, without fear of persecution or marginalization. By embracing diversity and encouraging understanding, communities can work towards a future where all individuals, regardless of their faith, feel valued and included. In this way, the legacy of both Christianity and other faiths can be celebrated as a vital part of the national identity in the UK and Australia.